What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Twisted Life of TV. I am Poetry. You are here for Travel and Talk Tuesday. I am not in a very good headspace. Like, we start off by saying 2 out of the 3 paychecks that I was waiting for, I finally received. But that's around the time that I had to go pay the enormous fees on those tickets. So there's that. That money kind of went, the first one, and then the second one came. When the first check came, remember I told you they already garnishing my paycheck for money that they believe I owed them, even though that they haven't paid me everything. And then I have those 2 loans that's coming out of my check to pay back my loan to myself. So my check was like $1,000. So once I paid those fines and then paid some bills and got some food, the check was gone. And then I got a second check and I had to pay more bills and buy more food and do some more repairs, and the second check was gone. So, but I was thinking they finally figured it out because I got those 2 checks within 5 days of each other. I said, I'm finally back on track. They're going to start paying me regularly. Well, last Friday was a payday. It came, it went, no check. Was it last Friday I was supposed to get paid? No, Friday before. Fuck, I don't even know. Because I'm about to do a pay period this week. No, today is the end of the pay. This week is the end of the pay period. So yeah, it was last Friday. Came with no paycheck. I go into the system. It just says underdeveloped. I don't know what the fuck that means or why my check would be underdeveloped, because I got all the emails saying that my hours had been processed. The supervisor signed off on it. The workers' comp supervisor signed off on it. The Department of Labor rep that I have signed off on it. Why I don't have my money? And no, I'm not with the Department of Labor. I'm under workers' compensation. For those of you wondering, I find it a hard job. No, you don't. It's only about 5 of y'all on this channel that actually know where I work. But yeah, so last week I didn't get paid. Today my mortgage is due, and I don't have enough to pay it because I didn't get paid. So I got to try to call the Department of Labor, figure out what the F is going on, because I got 5 days to get my mortgage paid. So I'm angry and frustrated. And I thought, like, after I had paid all my bills and stuff, because I've seen the charges, I thought when they put the pending charges on your account, they already adjust for your balance. Because that's what my bank used to do. They would include the pending charges to show how much you have available. And if for some reason the pending charges drop off, then they would just, they would adjust your final balance, because they would give you like what's available to use and what you actually have. That's what they normally would give you. And what's available to use is based off of whether you got pending charges. And what I actually have is the actual dollar amount that's in the account. So my brain's thinking that's still the process that's going on that they doing, but they evidently not. They showing me all of my pending charges, but the money ain't reflecting in the account. So I'm thinking all my pending charges have been taken care of, and they're not. Well, all that shit came out at midnight today. Stuff I paid last week when I got the other checks week before last. I got the last check Monday or Tuesday, and then the other one I had happened the week before. So all the stuff I've paid in the past 2 weeks just came out. Even though it's been showing on my bank statement forever, but it just came out at midnight last night. Woke up, got $207 to my mother flicking name. So I can't pay my mortgage. Now my disability check from the VA, that comes in today. It should have posted at midnight, but it's not there either. I don't know why it's not there. It has the government shut down. Because if that don't come in, I can't pay my mortgage. Even with the disability check, I can't fully pay my mortgage. Put it that way. I still won't have enough. I still would be short about $800-900. So I'm in a bad space. I'm in a bad head space. I'm in a bad head motherfucking space this morning. And the week has been going like this. The most positive thing of my week is I met my new therapist and I like her. She is indeed a black woman, a black African American woman who listens with is seemingly without judgment. She doesn't try to pacify me. She doesn't try to generalize me. She listens, understood, gave thoughts and criticisms and feedback, served me with some harsh truths. All that. She did all of that in that. Well, actually, it turned out to be a 1 hour and 30-minute session. It's supposed to be a 1 hour session, but we got so caught up in the session that we lost track of time. She looked up to me like, "Oh shoot, it's after," we was like 25 minutes over. They gonna charge that to the VA. They ain't gonna charge to me. But it started there though. I got a good therapist. I like her so far. And when we got done, I'm supposed to be saying whether or not I like her and whether we could move forward with other appointments or I should keep searching. At the end of the doggone therapy session, she was like, "I like you." So she said, "Let's schedule a couple more appointments, still feel each other out, and see if this is gonna work." So she already was in the mindset that this still wasn't my confirmation. Even though in my mind I'm thinking I like her, I think I might stick with her. But she's saying we're gonna have a couple more conversations first, and then you can make your final decision. I like her. What I like, another thing, but what pissed me off the first though, even after that was the good part. The bad part for me was that her office is located downtown, which is cool. I like downtown area or off downtown. I like that little area, some nice, beautiful little parks. And she right by this park that I love. Okay. But then I thought about it as I started going, where the fuck am I going to park? Type park. You know what I'm saying? Where am I going to park? So I get down there, I find the building, and I'm like, there's no parking. There's no meters. There's no immediate parking garage. Where do you park for this building? Come on, what the fuck? What is going on? Where do you park for this building? That's what it's in my head. And so I said, let me call. My appointment's at 1:30. It's 12:50. I start calling. Get to their phone system if you're not calling for directions, if you're not calling to that, there are the little prompts. And I put that I need to speak with a person. And then during the process, I realized, oh shit, it's a parking lot attached to the back of their building, but you need to pay $5 every 30 minutes to park on this lot. Nobody told me about this. This parking is not mentioned in the brochure. They sent me the pre-registration packet. None of this is mentioned at all about parking. So I'm like, am I supposed to park here? Is that supposed to be for employees? Well, $5 an hour. It's listed on the thing. It's $5 an hour. Every half hour, And I'm like, what the fuck? No, I think it was like $5 for the first 30 minutes and then $5 every half hour. $5 for the first 30 minutes, then $5 every hour after that. So I was gonna have to pay $10 because I was supposed to be there an hour. Well, probably a little bit more because I gotta get to the building from this parking lot in my hour, what have you. So I'm calling. At 12:05, 12:10, I finally find somewhere on the opposite end of the park. Now, I'm not supposed to be walking longer than an hour. I didn't know how long this walk was going to take me. Didn't know how long this walk was going to take me, but I was like, I got to do it because I don't know where else to park. And I'm steady calling because I want to know if I park in that lot, am I going to get validated? You know, what's going on? You know, 12:05, 1:05, nobody's still answering the call. I am literally still on hold. It only takes me like 10 minutes to walk from that parking spot to the building. So when I got inside the building, it was 1:11. I am still on hold. And I walk inside the building. There's a young lady sitting there. She not on the phone. The phone not ringing. I can't tell if I'm on hold because I can't see like flashing lights on her phone. But she ain't on that mug. She not servicing anybody. There was nobody inside in her line. So I go in. I said, I'm here to check in. I had a 1:30 appointment, you know. And then she was like, okay, what's your name? And I gave her my name. And then she said, what are you here for? No, she said, what can I help you with? I said, I've just told you, I'm here to check in. She was like, oh, you didn't check in online? I said, I filled out everything that y'all asked me to fill out online. I went through all that pre-registration stuff online. It didn't tell me to check in. She said, well, you go online and check in. I said, ma'am, I'm standing right here in front of your face. Check me in. And I said, so she starts to check me in. And I said, I don't know if you realize that I'm still on hold on your phone. She was like, huh? I said, I am on hold on your phone right now. So I showed her my phone and showed the time. Still ticking with the number that I called was her. And she said, oh, that's because we busy. Excuse me? She said, yeah, everybody pretty backed up. I say, do the therapists answer their own phone numbers or does it go to the receptionist? All the calls come through me. I said, then how are you busy? You ain't even answer the phone to find out what I need. The phone went straight to hold. You sitting here doing nothing. I'm your only client walked in the building. You ain't busy? And then she says, oh, I'm sorry about that. That's it. But she still never went to the phone. She didn't disconnect the call. I said, I guess I hang up since, you ain't going to do it. Thank you. Oh, girl, so patronizing. Either that or just a plumb fucking fool. Either that or a plumb fucking fool. Then I get home that particular day. And sometimes, you got to decompress. So I'm sitting in the driveway, decompressing before I go into the house. I need to get the other car out of the garage so I can actually park my fucking car. Decompressing in the driveway. And a SUV full of white women pulled up behind my house. Slowly. I didn't see them slowly creeping down the street, but they slowly crept up in front of my house. And I'm sitting in my car looking at out the side view mirror like, fuck is they? What do they want? Are they coming here? They got the wrong house, thinking that. And all of a sudden, I seen cell phones come out and start snapping pictures. So now, as fast as I humanly possibly could, which wasn't fast at all, because my foot was fucking hurting from walking from the building to the parking lot, which they do validate, I found out. So where my car was parked at, my foot was hurting. So I was moving slow getting out of my fucking car. But when I got out, I was like, why the fuck are you, taking pictures of my damn house? And she was like, oh, we're at the HOA. Now, we got a new HOA management team, so I don't know what this lady looked like. I actually never knew what the last lady looked like, but she was annoying as hell anyway. Anytime that I would have a complaint about something, I would get a fucking violation on something. My grass half inch leaning to the left too far. Something like that. I left my trash can out 5 minutes longer than I'm supposed to. Every time I complained about something, I had a question about something, about what they said in their policies, then I would get a violation. So I'm sitting here like, from the HOA, what are you taking pictures of my house for? That's my question. I didn't ask you who you was with. And she repeated it again. I mean, we went to HOA, but why are you taking pictures of my fucking house? So now I'm limping to their motherfucking car because my fucking feet really hurt. Limping to their goddamn car. And then she says, no, we're just trying to figure out if you need pressure washing. I was like, fine, whatever. Because I need pressure washing. And a lot of the things that they do in our neighborhood, like tree trimming, the HOA would take care of. So I'm assuming maybe they finna take care of pressure washing. Because ain't nobody been pressure washed in my neighborhood that I know of, except for one man. I seen him do it himself for 2 years. I've been there almost 2.5 years now. I ain't never seen nobody pressure wash other than that one man. So I was thinking maybe they finna go ahead and get it so everybody can be pressure washed at the same damn time. We still got the cable company out there installing fiber. They still ain't got to my fucking house. I'm still so mad. But they installing fiber and they turn up people's yards and the concrete in front of people's homes. So I'm thinking maybe the HOA finna take care of the cleanup and give us a pressure wash on the driveway. That's all. She didn't say nothing about the house, but I think the back of my house need pressure washing. Anywho, I get into the house. I said, okay. I did the thumbs up. Said, okay. And walked away. I get into the house. Took my brace off my leg. Took my compression sock off. And sat down and got an email. Bitch, why I get another violation? I get one violation saying that my property needs to be pressure washed, and because of my property, I'm making the community look bad. Damn near everybody on our block driveways look like my driveway except for that one man. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 streets in my neighborhood. That one man is the only person I've ever seen it. And I noticed after she left my house, she just continued on through. She didn't slow down. She didn't stop in front of nobody else's fucking house. She didn't take no more goddamn pictures. But I get a fucking violation for my driveway to look just like both of my neighbors. Now, like I said, I went in the house. So I don't know if when she came back up the street, she slowed down and took pictures. I didn't see that part, but I did watch her ass go all the way down. And so yeah, I got a fucking violation on my damn property. I got 30 days to pressure wash my damn property with no fucking paychecks coming in, and my mortgage is due. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna have a fucking fine from the HOA because I ain't gonna be able to do it. I mean, why? I understand that motherfucker going slow, but bitch, I'm right here. Jump your monkey ass in front of me. I lost the fucking tickets, y'all. Them long ass tickets that I'm supposed to pay or set up the court date for, I lost them. So I don't even know who to call. Well, actually I do. That's untruth. I remember reading the ticket. See, that's why y'all finna have a fucking accident, dumb bitches. Both of y'all. I didn't know who to call at first, but then I recalled that it was the sheriff department and what community I was in. So I took a chance and said, I need to call. So I called the courthouse and said, I got a citation like a week ago. The officer told me to call in and request a court date. So with that statement, I ain't even sure if I got the right place. And she said, we don't take a request for court dates by phone. You have to put that in writing. I said, ma'am, I don't know what the citation number is because I lost the ticket. That's why I'm calling. And I'm so hoping. I said, so how would I put it in writing with, I don't know my citation number? She said, well, when you go online, just say you don't know it. I'm like, give me the fucking citation number. We went through this whole 15-minute conversation. She could have just put the court date in or put in the request that I'm requesting it. I was like, she said I could do it by email, if I wanted to, or do it in writing or come up there. Okay, I say, okay, so what's the address to where you at? Do you have a ticket here? I don't know. I'm not even sure if I'm calling the right place. I'm going off of what I thought the ticket said. And I just selected a county and I called in hopes that you would tell me what my citation number is. And never that whole phone conversation. She was like, well, here's the website. Go on there. You can click on there then if you don't want to do it by email. Anything else I can help you with today? The frustration that's set in my bones. Like, why? Why y'all making shit so difficult? This is why I said I'm not gonna trust the fact that man said for me to set a court date. I honestly think that it's just to get court fees out of me. Because whether you innocent or guilty, they still make you pay the court costs. And I need the fucking ticket so that way I can find out what the fuck that man's name was. And I don't think I know they're not gonna send me the ticket in the mail or send me an update on the ticket because he went off the address on my ID. I haven't lived there since 2018. So if they mailing stuff to that location, I ain't gonna get it. That was a fucking hotel. You raggedy bitch, you. Same motherfucker. That's why your car fucked up now. So I gotta figure out some kind of way, y'all, to get this ticket taken care of, get the court date set up so this officer could so-called dismiss it. And then I try to find it because or at least get the motherfucking name. Because I feel like I need to contact that officer and be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go down to that school zone and I'm gonna find that officer. Like, hey, dog, I'm gonna do it that way. Because ain't no fucking way. I done took care of the shit you told me to take care of. You said you was gonna dismiss it. Now I can't even get a fucking court date because she's saying I need to have it in writing. Don't have the correct citation number, so I ain't even sure if I called the right place because he said I could call and get a court date. And she's like, nope, we don't do that. Then yesterday, my dog, I don't know what's going on with Vito. He might just be getting old. Took him outside for his morning duties. You know, he go when I go, just like that. And when I let him back in so I can head out the door and head to work, I went to my room to put my brace on my leg, came out the room, and he had shitted and pissed all over my laundry room floor. So now, right at 7:50 a.m., I gotta clean my fucking kitchen laundry room. The laundry room is off the kitchen. I gotta clean that now before I even get to work or leave out for work, which I would have been at work on time. The whole process ended up taking a long fucking time because I gotta sanitize like a motherfucker. Make sure none of his little fluids went under the machines and shit like that. Put down the extra strict vinegar so he won't come back and try to do it again. And I end up being 20 minutes late for work yesterday. And if for some reason at work, half the motherfuckers that's supposed to be there decided they wasn't coming. So now I'm bouncing around trying to help everybody do everything. But I forgot my fucking car had a signal on saying that I needed maintenance. Again, my brand new fucking car. I found out once I got there that it was complimentary maintenance and they turned it on to ensure that I come in. Because I could never turn that damn alert off. That was to make sure that I came in for that appointment. It was complimentary though. Tire rotations and all that other junk. She said it's going to do that every time I need a service. I mean, I kind of like that because it reminds me. And thank God that one was free. That was a compliment. That was free. So I get home though, after being late for work and all that other stuff, having to clean up Vito's shit and piss that morning. I get home and it's gnats. I couldn't figure out where these fucking gnats. They've been just coming. They're not in the kitchen sink. I said, maybe when I open the back door to let the dog out, if they coming in, where the fuck these gnats come from? So I went and saw that they were in my shower drain. Coming about the shower drain. One thing about New York and one thing about Florida. We would have some shit coming about the drain. The first year I moved here, I was scared to sit my big black ass down on the toilet seat for fear that something was going to come up and bite my ass. Thought an alligator or a snake was going to come up out the commode and just, I got a lot of meat, it's gratuitous back there. And I just knew it was going to eat me the fuck up. So I wouldn't sit down on the toilet probably by the first year. I finally got used to it now. But now it's gnats coming up out the drain. So I turns on the water like, okay, I got to flush put some vinegar and stuff down the drain, flush it and everything. And I turn on the water, and then all of a sudden I start smelling stink. It starts smelling like Vito's poop again. And I was like, why am I smelling shit? I go into the fucking shower. Why is this shit all in the damn shower? My toilet had been backed up about a couple weeks ago. I cleared that through. It's been working fine. Okay. And then a couple days before this happened, I had some slow flushing, but it was fine. There was no poop or nothing in the drain itself, nothing like that. I've been flushing with ease. But when I turned this fucking shower water on, all shit came up out the fucking shower drain onto my floor. So now I'm dealing with that, trying to clean that shit up. Literally. Trying to clean that shit up. Hold on. All right. I got to figure out where to park. So give me a second. I was trying to clean that shit up, though. Let me just tell you, this is what I was trying to do. And when I got up this morning, the water finally was down. But there's like shit that came up again, and it's just on the shower floor. And I'm like, I got to fucking get to work. But I got to clean this up. So I'm trying to clean that up this morning. I had already took the dog out to do his morning duties, what have you. And then I'm sitting there, about to, clean myself up so I can leave out the house after cleaning up the shit in the shower. And my dog throws up everywhere. It's just vomit everywhere. And I know it's nasty as hell to me to say, I left that shit there this morning. I'm like, I can't be late again. I got 2 minutes to walk to the building right now. I can't be late again. I'm gonna call my daughter like, hey dog, it's vomit everywhere. Everywhere. You got to get to it yourself. I don't know why and I had to put him in a cage because my dog is nasty as fuck like most dogs are. He would turn around and eat his vomit back up if I don't pick it back up immediately. Well, if I let him get to it. What I did, I took him outside and then I let him stay outside till I got ready to walk out the house, which wasn't long. So if he had more, then it would be outside. And I don't know why he threw up because he ain't ate his dinner from yesterday. It's still in the bowl. It's dry food, so I ain't got to worry about the gnats. Maybe it's gnats and flew up on his food. And that's why he won't eat it. There was so many fucking gnats came up on my damn drain. Let me go to work, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Peace.